Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share some energy with you tonight. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. For those of you that are new here, I am a professional intuitive empath, and I have a quick message and a download. They wanted you to chase them. Divine Feminine, hey, are you listening? And they wanted you to chase them. Why would you? Can we talk? Can we talk for a few minutes? Girls, I want to help you get your life. How's that for the Tevin Campbell challenge, girl? It was not the notes. But here is where I do hit high notes when it comes to disseminating information and dispersing hard earned wisdom. My God, they wanted you to chase them. Let's talk about chasing and its origins. Okay. No, I'm not going to go into a whole lecture about that, but what I will do is tell you the simplicity of understanding the chase. Chasing is masculine energy. We don't chase, we sit pretty. Okay. That doesn't mean we don't go after things. That doesn't mean we don't get in our masculine energy to go after a bag or go after a career or go after something we wish we always had. That is entirely possible. But the situation here is that when you're in a love relationship and someone's playing mind games with you, then they want you to do the work because they're too lazy to. And that means that they want you to chase them. Today's masculines, no matter what body they come in or what gender they originate from, have it twisted. For some reason, they think that that penis, that whatever, that vagine, whatever that poom poom is so gifted that you should be in the chase. Some people break up with you and play mind games to your face because they're like, you're going to come after me because I'm so busy being magical that of course you're coming after me. No, no. A divine feminine that knows their worth doesn't chase anybody. And some of you guys have missed some love opportunities, I'm not going to lie, by being in that game playing space of like, well, I thought they were going to chase me. No, I thought you were going to chase me. No, I thought I was going to chase you first and you were going to chase me. Turns out nobody's chasing anybody. Everybody just kind of lets each other go into whatever crazy new situation it is that they're going to be in. And sometimes that's very healthy. But to my divine feminines that have found themselves and that have actually evolved, no chasing comes from you. That chasing is not something that you do. Chasing is not something that we do. Chasing is not something that's going to be done. Okay? Ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. And what that means is that sometimes people that are playing mind games with us put us in a position specifically to see what we will do and how we react because they get their supply, their energy, their vampiric energy by putting us into a place of needing to attack. Are we going to go after the thing? Are we going to stalk the prey through the jungle? No. And I'm a Leo, but even with people that have tried me that way, absolutely not. In fact, I only will stalk and chase a worthy prey if I want to do that. And even in that regard, I'm causing someone to engage with me. It's never a full chase anymore because that would indicate being in a desperately situation, desperate place. We don't give chase, divine feminine. Sit pretty and wait. Queens sit. Empresses sit. They have learned so much about it, and that is life. And they know that you do not bring on extra strife by being in a competition. That's why third party situations do not turn the key in our ignition. Can't even sing the song because he was such a creep. But y'all know beep beep in the Jeep. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I am not turned on whatsoever by someone who's like, let's go for a jog, let's go for a run. It's a worthy endeavor. What about the person that's wanting you to give chase makes them worthy of that for you? If for you, who actually showed up, was amazing and excellent, and all things that you do wasn't worth it for them. And that's a question. When I gave myself that question to answer, I was like, take off then, son. See you never. You could be the tortoise and the hare by yourself. I am never going to take these Filas off the shelf for you. Never, never. What does Aki say? Never, never, never. If y'all watch TikTok, you know who that is. So I'm never going to do that. Never forget the Bev, meaning stop being thirsty. Guys, I got to give you the reality check. Is it worth he for you to be thirsty? Was that person thirsty over you? Or are they playing mind games to see what you would do? After you already showed them what that mouth do, what that energy do, what that empath love do, what that delicious magic do, what that raising vibration do, what that money in the bank do, what that shouty what you think do. You already showed them what you do, divine feminine. So why do you have to chase after them to prove it to them? They saw you, they heard you, they know, and you just taught them something about a magical energy that they'll need to grow, and it's called chutzpah, and it's called sacking up, and it's called finding their balls. Huevos. If they don't have huevos, then they don't have any place to plant those huevos, meaning they can't have a receptacle to deposit their energy in. Can we talk about divine energy and masculine energy? Divine feminine and masculine? We are receptors, we are receivers. Masculine energy is a conquistador. I've been reading through a book, and there's a huge chunk of the book missing. P.S. Symbala, if you're listening, and that's why I have not continued yet. I'm waiting for a new book to come in, and when I'm back home, I will begin again. But what I will tell you is, masculine energy is New York. It goes out and it's always searching, it's always looking for the next possibility. And feminine energy is Hawaii, it's receptive and nurturing. Hawaii doesn't chase. You go to Hawaii to go do a marathon. I mean, yeah, maybe if you're doing a triathlon, but that's for a select few. The rest of us go to Hawaii to do what we're going to do, which is to relax. My queens, my feminines, relax, sit back. Someone that wants you and is worthy of you will come after you. And then you can dance. It is called a mating dance for a reason. We both are creating activity and synergy. We both are playing into things. We both are giving compliments. We both are spending time. We both are investing time and spending money. Yeah, that happens. There is a lovely synergy that's created. But what we're not going to do is be placated by someone who's pacifying us while they get situated to sit down and watch us give chase. A lot of people will try to put you into that chasing dynamic if they can't engender it themselves, that they're not awesome enough with a third party. Because naturally, as humans and mammals, we are competitive. Hey, Symbala. Hey, hi, Sweet. So glad you're here. As humans, we are competitive. And so, what that means is that we will instinctively, like reflexively, give chase once we think a third party is involved. But I want to caution you. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some reason in it. If someone is causing you to feel triangulated with the third party, examine the third party. It's always secure. Don't examine your person because they're no longer pure. They're tainted with BS shenanigans and fuckery. Examine the third party because that's what you will get to know. That's when you will get to know what your partner, quote unquote, whoever that may be, really thinks of their future destiny. When I examined the third party, I was disinterested and disgusted. I was like, my person in their soul's really busted. Why on earth would I give chase? This is what you thought was the highest upper echelon? What a waste. And what I mean by that is your carcass, your human shell, your skin, because this is such a regression. And we now have to go back to the beginning. I don't have to go with you, but you do, because you have a lot of soul work to do. Don't give chase to people that put you in that situation, that put you in third parties and want you to think that they're ready to be like on TV to face the nation, that they are ready to give the dissertation of their life. Why? You have to compete like you're on The Bachelorette or The Bachelor to be their wife. Bullshit. That's not someone who deserves it. And what's that, empath? Your sweet energy. That magical pum pum. That magical punani. All the words that rhyme with that. Someone doesn't deserve that from you. It's not just about our sexuality, though that's a beautiful essence and part of us, but they don't deserve your empath energy. That's the best of us. We raise vibration, we change lives, we change diapers, we encourage other wives and other husbands, we create trends, we clean people's spirit from end to end. And someone who thinks that you should chase them while they're off with dirty 30 party friends, then that's what they want to do. But that, my sweet divine feminine and empath, is not the life for you. We don't chase. We lay in wait. I don't care if you're a man eater. There's a proper way to be that. I don't care if your jaw's on the hunt, an apex predator. There's a proper way to be that. I was counseling a client today and she was hungry. Came up as a tiger in my animal totems, but she's ever the lady. And I encouraged her how to tap back into her agency and guided her as to the time frame of the year when she doesn't have to give chase, but the hunt would be near. Sit back. You can still hunt and be a lady, ladies. You can still hunt and drive someone crazy, baby. You can still be sexy without giving away all of your energy and desperation and flinging your feet to Jesus to the moon to show somebody what that poom poom do. There's a way to hunt without ever revealing anything. I'm thinking of Memoirs of a Geisha. Those ladies were hunters. They were vicious, they were pernicious, but they did it with a look and a glance, the back of the neck, the lifting of no pants, but a kimono, just an ankle. Had those men crazy, had them pleading to make them their sugar baby or their baby. I don't care if you like the premise of that or not. One of the best books I've ever read in my life, and a movie that is not to be forgot. But what I will tell you is there's a premise in that. Those ladies were hunters, but they were not chasing. They were balancing their divine feminine energy with their masculine energy. They were raising their vibration and they were advertising their worth. And my God, did people pay for what they thought they were worth? Energetically, we all can be the same. I'm not saying to aspire to be a geisha. Maybe that's not your claim to fame. But what I am saying is that you can bring desire and pain without even lifting your fingernail. You can give chase and still remain female. A lot of us have watched aggressive feminine women. That's the one that's the third party. That's an aggressive, masculine feminine. They are out of order. Someone who throws their body, their life, and every ounce of their lurid sexuality at someone they want to quote unquote catch because they're hungry. I never will besmirch a hungry woman. We all are hungry at times, but what I will say is there's a way to do it delicately and still remain refined. A masculine woman is the one that calls you repeatedly on end, on a loop, has no boundaries, tries to separate you from your friends, is ugly and yelling and screaming, uses words. I'm not saying you can't curse because y'all know I do, but I still know my worth. What I will say is that a masculine energy is absolutely that relentless person that's going to key the car and go too far, burn down the house, berate you, try to separate you, do the most and demand everything from you. And some guys that are weak, that are beta, love that. Masculine energies that are beta love it because they're like, I didn't have to even approach her. She just like threw me on my back until one day she's actually attacking you. Until one day she's actually harassing you. Until one day she's a nightmare and the devil's spawn and you realize that it's gone too far and there is no dusk till dawn. She is the nightmare. She is the vampire. That's masculine energy. We all can be that when we're not aligned and balanced properly. My sweet divine feminines, someone thought you were going to chase them, and no one on my channel chases. But what I will say is we stay in our places, sitting pretty, and we say to the universe, bring me my things. That's the energy that femininity brings. Stay in that, wait in that, and laugh at those ignoramuses that thought you were going to get up off of your throne to give chases. That's what peasants do when they're running and throwing tomatoes. Stay in your chariot. Do not get down. It is your birthright to be carried around. Are you Ariana Grande? You saw how people used to carry her back in the day? That's a queen. There is nothing. Yes. Yes, Symbala, bring me my things. Bring me my things. That's a queen. And what does Ariana Grande sing? I want it. I got it. I like it. I bought it. She says, I bought it. That doesn't mean that you wait for people to do things for you. You could still be a conquistador and yet in a feminine way. Ariana is the epitome of femininity, is she not? But what does she say? I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it. You like it? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. Queen Tings. Tingz. Queen tings. That's what queens do. They do not run around with fools and peasants in gladiator events. We watch gladiators fight for their life while we sit under the sunlight, basking in it. Kentucky Derby shit. A run for the roses. We don't give chase. We don't give out roses to people and ask them to run and fetch, maybe, but not so that we can be their one and only baby. I'm not going to put a rose in my teeth and come to you and show you all the magical tricks I can do. You earn it. You earn it, and if you deserve it, then you'll be worth it. And I deem you so. That's queen talk. That's queen business. And that's something I want my divine feminines to know. Empaths know it too. Giving chase was never for you. It was for people that didn't know their worth. That's too bad. But even in you standing in your worth, you are an example of what not to do. What was that show back in the 90s? What not to wear? You are an example of what not to bear, which is the yoke and the burden of an insecure beta masculine that has never understood their actual role in society or within themselves or their family, and thinks that having women clamoring is the only way it should be. Kings get concubines, and beta masculines have fleas that have no definition. They are hard to define. They have hangers on and they have clingers. They have people who are ready to chop off other women's fingers. These are not women. These are competitors. And queens aren't in competitions, though they do select gladiators. Is someone willing to fight for you, Divine Feminine? Is someone willing to work for you? Is someone willing to wait for you? Is someone willing to be true to you? Is someone willing to be territorial over you? Because that's what a real masculine will do. And they do it without ever making you feel encroached upon or threatened. Because when you are in the thrall of actual balanced masculine energy, you will find it is the only place you want to be. And you will truly, and I mean actually, belly laugh at the people who wanted you to give chase and take a bath. And to take a bath means to lose. To lose your dignity, to lose your femininity, to lose your decorum, to lose your respectability, to go run around with the fleas. Chase who? Bitch, please. Queens, sit and wait for it. Never allow any beta masculine to dethrone you so that they can bring you down to their level, because only there could they own you. And by that I mean best you. Get the best of you. When you get down off of that place, then you bring to your own self disgrace. They don't disgrace you. And it's okay. A lot of us have maybe stepped down from our throne a time or two. I know I have. I am no better than you. But I come to you after taking a bath or three, after forgetting the greater parts of my destiny, having to climb back to the top and remember things I will never again forget, never to be ever soon forgotten. In order to win, I don't have to play with them. I only compete against myself. What did Cardi say? I'm my own competition. I'm competing with myself. Don't take your eye off the prize of where you want to go, Divine Feminine. And if there's a masculine that you want to know you, then hunt them quietly, graciously, without breaking a sweat. Because that's the way, truly, that you get them to be eating off the cleft of your breast. Your décolleté? Are you hungry, sir? Do they want some more? I think they may. This is what I need you to know. We are powerful beyond belief, but we give it away so easily. Too easily won. So many of us have been, only to realize that that bargain basement price we sold ourselves at was a sin. We are priceless. When you call in masculine energy that respects you, it's a pheromonal reaction. You do not have to beg them. They're not going to triangulate you. They could never, and they will not do it. They will want to rise to the occasion. And when you call them in because you're sitting waiting, you give them something to work for. This is how all masculine energy works. I don't care if it comes in a woman's body or a man. Masculine energy values what it works for. Message for my codependent empaths, for my stage 5 clinger empaths, which all of us have been, myself included. What I learned is that the win is when you know you're worth it. And it's not batteries included. Stop including everything. Stop giving everything away. Fuck that. Masculine energy comes to stay and play, or to play and stay, when they have to work their way up the steps to those thrones. If you guys want to get owned, then step down and give it away. But when they have to spend time courting, getting to know, investing, showing up, practicing, carrying bags, whatever it may be, that's when you've tapped into the essence of their masculine energy and into the essence of your divine femininity. If it's too easy, they will not value you. You may give them the world and they will go on to a hag, a slag, a whore, a whatever. And they will say, oh my gosh, I love to stay here. I love to play because she not just gave it away, but everyone was chasing her. They wanted a job to do. And that's how a masculine energy can throw you off and confuse you, because they will go chase after someone who has zero worth, but because they know how to make men work, they have created an optical illusion and confusion that they were worth investing in. And a man that has a family, has a life, has a wife, has a son, has a daughter, has a kid, has a girlfriend, whatever, will throw everything away because he wants to be a gladiator and go out and work for his pay. Oh, come on. That's a word for my angels. And the only thing that's different is that she created an illusion that she was worth working for, when she had other people working for her too. Masculines love a competition, so why not make them work for you? It's the same, except the truth is you're actually of value. Message! The trick shot is you actually are worth something. A woman who doesn't know her worth, that can create the illusion of competition, is not worth something. They just know how to keep all the plates spinning. And masculine energy looks at that and says, well, there's a lot going on over there. It must be fun. That's a working atmosphere. There's work to get done. And they will leave everything to go over there, only to get played. To have one of those plates drop on their face and crack. And then they'll look into the rear view and realize there's no way back. Because when that happens inevitably, we realize a few things about the magic of our femininity. And we climb back up on our throne, tattered. That's the story of the Empress in the Tarot. She has been through so many battles. She has been the Queen of Swords. She's had to cut people off. She's had to fight for her worth. And tattered with her dress, her feet barefoot, she's still a queen, covered in soot, and she sits on that throne, and she will not relent, because she knows her gift, her femininity, and her power is heaven sent. But it wasn't a gift. She fought for it, because in order to even be the Empress, you do have to get into your masculine energy. But when you sit back, you've integrated both masculinity and femininity. You are one. And that means someone who knows your worth and knows the work you have done will find you. Sit pretty. The soot evaporates. The tatters get sewn. The tomatoes that were never thrown accumulate to be thrown, because court jesters and peasants will approach, and you need some way to get them away, to shoo them away, because you're waiting for someone who has real energy, that not only knows how to play, but knows how to come after you and pursue. It's not a chase anymore. That's not what grown-ups do. They thought you were going to chase them. It's laughable. You replace them. It's factual. And it is not reversible. Thank you for joining me. So good to share some energy. I am doing well. I'm doing so good, Messenius. So good. God is good. Amen. All right, guys, come back and join me next time, and we will continue to evolve together.